Hi beautiful souls, this is Magic and this is going to be your general love message. I am going to be picking up the energies for the month of February for my beautiful Scorpio people. Got a little bit of stuckness while shuffling for you guys, but what's interesting is I was sitting here, have this beautiful image on my other computer here of this. I don't know what this place is. This computer is, the screen has been broken, so I don't know the name of this particular place, but it's a beautiful countryside place. It feels like Vienna, Italy, but I don't think so. But it's next to some sort of river. There's a Ferris wheel, so it feels very whimsical, very slow-paced, very soft, warm. Spring. The foliage is green, but it has a little bit of a rustic feel. So I don't know. It feels like it could be in the United States. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is while I was looking at this picture here, and I started to think, let me meditate on your energy, and then I see vividly in my mind the water, right, moving, and I could see the sun glistening on the water. And then I see a beautiful meadow, and I see myself, but I see myself the way I want, not the way I look now, but the way, and what I'm talking about is not just physical. I mean, like, there is this image of yourself, like how you want to look, right? And it could be physical for you. It could be like you want to be in the next year, maybe the next 6 months, you want to be maybe slimmer or more toned, or you want to be more happy, like, because the way I saw myself was happy, like at peace, laying there. I see a beautiful meadow. It was just me. I didn't see anybody else, and I started to think about and I don't know if I started to think, or during this meditation, it's like invading thoughts. I don't know if that's a word, or thoughts were coming in very briefly, and I saw a snake, and then I immediately noticed it. So then the snake turned into this beautiful white horse, like beautiful white stallion, I guess. I'm not a horse person, so I don't know the technical names for different horses, but this horse is white. Hair was white. It was all white horse, and it was coming towards me. And I remember I was laying down, and there was like a blanket, and like I was having like a picnic or something, and there was fruits. And I looked at the horse was just coming towards me, and I thought, wow, white horse. And I just thought white horse, and I just said, let me start recording. So I thought that was very interesting. And look what comes out, 3 of Swords. So the snake tries to evade this beautiful image in my own. One of the reasons why I really want to relocate is because these people that drive their expensive cars down this street. Anyways, I'm sorry about the interruption. I might have to edit that out. But what I was saying is during the meditation, right, I'm seeing myself as the way I want to see myself, because physically I'm looking at my hands. I remember just looking at my hands, like, right? And I'm looking at my feet, because my feet I didn't have shoes on. I looked at my hands, because I looked at my hands like, oh, and my nails were done. So that's why I know it wasn't, my physical self now. And then I remember looking at my stomach, and my belly was flat. I'm just laying there just looking, and I'm smiling, because I'm like, okay, this is good. no bomb belly. Anyways, but I'm touching my hair, but it's like it doesn't look like me. I'm just assuming it was me. It could have been someone else, but it felt like me, because I felt joyous. I felt happy. Wow. And look at her. She feels at peace, pleased. And bottom of the deck we have the 2 of Cups. That's interesting. So I'm sharing this because of the evading thought. And for some of us, these evading thoughts are negative thoughts that come in, self-limiting beliefs, and the snake comes in. And a lot of other things wanted to pop up with that snake, but I kind of nipped it in the bud. And that's when this horse, this white horse, appears. In the midst of this little meditation, and during the meditation, my neighbor dog, it was barking because they put him out to use the bathroom. And he barks at anything. So he must have seen or heard something. So he started barking. And it didn't, you know, distract me from the meditation. It's very brief, but very impactful. And then the last card. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, I know that there's some sort of symbolic meaning. And like I said, I just wanted to share it because I thought that it was very interesting with the white horse. Not the physical aspects of the way I saw myself, but it kind of makes me feel like some of you guys are wanting or needing to see yourself the way you really are. I think that you may have had this skewed perception of self. That's not who you are, or at least not who you are anymore, because you're showing up, you know, while I'm talking about the physical appearance, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a lot of worth, a lot of value, a high value woman or man, high status, very stable, high integrity. It's a very positive, grounded energy, humanitarian, very giving, but very, she doesn't overgive. She doesn't overextend. She gives just enough. She nurtures. Look at this. And you know, I'm talking about the imagery that I see on my computer. And you see all this green and the trees flourishing. Something's flourishing. Growth. That's interesting because we're coming from the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is an indication that hard times are over. You did experience hard time, but I feel like you're kind of healing. And then you move into the Queen of Pentacles, and then your outcome is the Wheel of Fortune because of it. I mean, this is amazing. So let's look at challenge. We have the Lovers, and Queen of Swords, and the Sun card in reverse. Yeah, the way you used to see yourself versus the way, or how you see yourself versus how maybe other people see you. Because we have the Sun in reverse here as a challenge. Present moment, though, you're coming out of this energy here. Because see, with the Queen of Swords here, it's two different energies. And I even look at the Ten of Swords as the overall energies. Yeah, ending of something difficult, some sort of painful experience. So we have the air element versus the earth element. So a lot of analytical energy, thinking, more detached here. And here I feel like there is more of a connection of, but it's more to self. I feel like this is about self because these are two clean energies. This is feminine energy. So this is about being receptive. Here you're very analytical, but because it's next to the Sun card, it's like things are skewed, right? The Sun is illumination. It shines. It makes everything very clear, bright. And when it's in reverse, things are not as clear, right? So you could have been a little bit pessimistic here, maybe heartbroken, maybe depressed here, versus here, something's making you feel happy, or at least at peace. And it could be because something difficult is coming to an end. This Ten of Swords here. That's very interesting. So let's clarify the past. Three of Swords in reverse. Retreat for self-care. That's what you did. And I think that in my meditation, seeing me being in that meadow alone, there's nobody there, but I could see right? I wish I could show you this, but I would have to pick up my laptop. I could see how bright everything was, how the water was like I could see the sun rays reflecting off of the water. I could see the grass. Like, everything was very bright. Here, there's a little bit of a coldness. Here, there's a little bit of a, you know, something is growing. Now, there's this Lover's energy here, and there's this Queen of Swords here. So there's this feel of contemplation about a decision. But before, there was a lack of clarity, and I feel like there's some sort of clarity coming in. There could even be deception or duplicity. Someone could be duplicitous here. So let's talk about this past retreat. So you retreated to heal, to mend your broken heart. Okay, so you had to take some time out to be alone, to heal, to recharge. You could have even went on a little retreat. You could be, you know, I could, you know, like I said, this person that I was looking at, this person had curly hair. It's so interesting because it didn't look like me. The image that I saw did not look like me. So, like I said, I could have been seeing someone else, or the image represented something. I'm not sure. It's just very interesting to me. I'm just trying to figure out what that was about. But I was looking at my hands, like, yeah, you had to take a time out. You had to wait on something to kind of happen. Culmination. I'm hearing culmination. And that's this Ten of Swords. Something had to come to an end, and some sort of phase. It was difficult. Yeah, heartbreak, rejection, a wounded inner child, feeling a lot of opposition, something needed to be let go of. Okay, either resistance or there was some sort of opposition, blocks. The Seven of Wands talks about completion, and if there was opposition, it could have been because of your skewed perception here. Let me throw a card on these three cards here. Lovers, Queen of Swords, and the Sun. So we have Gemini coming through strongly, female or male, but definitely have a female air sign here. Libra, Aquarius, or strong Gemini. Yeah, we have acceptance. See, someone was having a hard time accepting themselves. See, accept yourself and others. It says accepting yourself and others as they are. As they are. That's interesting. Clarify the Sun alone. Twin flame. We have the Lovers here. Yeah. Parasitic, symbiotic. Again, I feel like there's this duplicity. And it could just be that you're kind of maybe had this perception of yourself that was false. And I don't necessarily want to promote, you know, self-hate. Like, that's why I said that. I'm not sure why I saw the image, but I remember looking at myself and looking and saying, "Ooh, okay." And I remember looking, and it kind of felt like I didn't feel like, "Oh, this is what I want to look like." It felt like this is how I look, and I'm okay with that. You understand? So it could be that you're looking at yourself with a new pair of eyes. You're like, okay, I'm accepting myself. This is how I look, and I'm okay with that. Because you might have body, some of you guys might have some body dysmorphia, some other issues happening here due to heartbreak. Because Three of Swords is painful, backstabbing. Ten of Swords is very painful, backstabbing. So feeling, you know, something very harsh happened, and it skewed your perception of yourself, the way you see yourself. So you may have been trying to change yourself in order to get someone to accept you, or you may have had people make you feel like you had to be someone that you're not. So I do feel like you have to take a step back because something wasn't ready. It was not the right time, or you needed time to heal. Let me throw one more card from a different deck on the past energy. Wow. Again, twin flame, memories, past, yeah. Nostalgia. That's interesting. Okay. So the problem was that there was a connection that kept you stuck in some sort of perpetual state of despair. Painful. It's like a very painful energy. And Spirit says, yes, we needed you to see yourself or something from a different perspective. I feel like this Three of Swords is about getting to the heart of the matter. And I feel like this could be the, you know, sometimes the Three of Swords is about alleviation of pain. But I feel like this could be the intensifying pain because of because you're contemplating, you're thinking, right? That's what the Queen of Swords does. She's thinking and she's focused on something that happened to her in the past. And it skewed your perception. So Spirit is saying, we need you to see something with a fresh pair of eyes. It made you feel like you, yeah, like because there's something that you've been clinging to. The past is implying not just the past, recent past or distant past for this particular lifetime. This could be something that you've been carrying with you from many lifetimes. It's something, because South Node is letting me know there's a past life connection. And there's something that you've been holding on to, clinging to. It's a thought process, possibly. Yeah, because see, Spirit is saying you need to see the truth of what you really, who you really are. You know, not what you perceive yourself to be, and even how someone really is. Okay. Let me do one more. Someone, yeah, needing to see how other people see you. Okay, because I kind of feel like how other people see you, and this is so interesting because I feel like if you've been hurt by someone or people, it's because they see you and they got you on this pedestal and you don't even know it. Right? You don't even know it. Like you're putting yourself down. You don't like the way you look. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel intimidated even. And Spirit says that they needed to heal that. Because it was because other people. And it could be because other people said things to you or made you feel a certain way. And specifically, this twin flame energy is about, you know, you guys have your own perception of twin flame when it comes to romantic relationships. When I see twin flames here, this makes me, you know, this just makes me look at sacred soulmate, very you know, impactful soulmate connection, spiritual connection with someone, romantically or otherwise, that has impacted you and has become this great catalyst of change in your life. But the fact that it's here 3 times, I can't ignore it, right? Twin flame, and the Lovers. So there could have been this particular relationship with someone that was very significant, but very painful, because we do see the Three of Swords here, even though it's in reversed. We do have the Ten of Swords, we do have the Page of Cups. So we know that this particular situation has skewed your perception or has caused some sort of confusion. With the High Priestess being in reverse, this is about you having to pull back your energy to go within, to really practice that self-care, to really put all the focus on you, to heal, right? Because there's something here that has made you feel inadequate, insecure, or this person has those feelings. But Spirit is saying that while you're going through this like self-care, that person that may have hurt you or those people, they are watching you. They're watching you. They don't want to, and it's almost like someone is kind of holding on to you really tightly, energetically. Tell me about this comfort zone. Yeah, there's too much distance. I'm also feeling like you're not opening up. Obstacles are blessed opportunities for growth. Yeah, because of what people have done, said. It's so interesting because what's coming through is that something that someone did or said, or multiple people did or said, has made this one wants to talk to me. Yeah, I'm becoming a better person at, because they're learning from you. Because it's like you have to pull away. You have to put yourself first. And that's kind of been your learning process. People hurt you, you learn how to set better boundaries. People hurt you, you learn how to kind of grow tough skin, you know, not let it get to you as much. It's like a process for you. See, I feel you leaving me behind. So because these people are looking at you and they're like, oh, I'm starting to understand, you know, what I did wrong. And it could be a, you know, a specific person, because we have this twin flame energy. If you feel like you're in a twin flame journey, then yeah, you have someone, this person's becoming a better person because of you. And it's because you left, you walked away, or you went into this energy where you retreated. You went into this energy where you had to heal. And part of your healing was to, you know, gracefully just leave people's lives. And because you knew that your presence was to teach them how to see your worth and value. So it's, you know how we say, you know, sometimes you come into people's lives and it's for a season and all that jazz. Yes, this person and you came together for a particular reason, or you and these people came together, interacted for a particular reason. And these people could be any people, co-workers, family, friends, whatever. You guys came together for a reason, and it was so that they could learn through you how to treat people. Specifically you, because they treated you badly before. And because you stood your ground, because you took, you know, the opportunity to put yourself first, that has triggered them to learn. To say, wow, you know, look at how she is standing up for herself. Look at how she is healing without me, not chasing after me, not, you know, codependent. So they're looking at your behavior and they're learning from you. And this person's saying, I hide behind material things, and that is that material things for me is ego, it's vanity, it's, you know, materialistic, superficial. So that's very interesting. So let's look at the present. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like this is you. I see you seeing yourself in this new light. You know, you're seeing your beauty, you're seeing what other people see that you can see. Why people were jealous, why people were causing opposition, why people kind of did things to you. What you didn't realize is that these people were jealous of you. You know, they were hating on you. Clarify Queen of Pentacles and Divine Time. And I feel like this is what where you're heading. I think that whatever you're doing in the present moment is leading you into this pre-Empress energy, which is a very stable, beautiful energy. And this could be a very abundant energy. So financially, you know, it's taking you to somewhere that is going to be different than the life you live. And it's because you're changing some sort of perspective. And again, it's about, because you're accepting yourself. You're also accepting that others are going to be who they are, and you're not going to let that affect you. You're not going to let their words, their behaviors, their actions affect you anymore. Stalemate. So there's no action right now. It says a stalemate situation. The reason why there's divine timing is because someone's not taking action towards you, because they may feel like they can't. they feel like maybe they're not good enough for you now. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, we have confusion. And I think that, you know, this is also about taking off your rose-tinted glasses still. I think that this is about seeing things from a more positive perspective, seeing yourself in a more positive light, taking off the rose-tinted glasses here. And this could even be your person needing to take off the rose-tinted glasses when it comes to another connection. I mean, the High Priestess in reverse is about needing to come out of denial about maybe someone that may not have your best interest in mind, or your person. What's the illusion? What was the confusion about? I do feel like someone may have a choice between an earth and an air sign. Sacred sexuality. It says this connection has the potential for tantric alchemy, and then we have external party. Yeah. So there could be a choice between you and another person. Right? While you're in this Queen of Pentacles, I couldn't let you get close to me, but I'm so attracted to you. I hope you can forgive me. I feel like this person doesn't feel like they can come towards you. So purpose. So you're on the path to your divine purpose. You're moving out of South Node into North Node energy. And divine timing is at play. It means that this is a process. This is not going to happen overnight, obviously. And then I also feel like someone here is confused. There is still some sort of illusion when it comes to some sort of external situation. So we have external party, karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns. And remember, we saw that this person said, I hide behind material things. So this person may be connecting to somebody else while you here are building up your stability. And I feel like this is not just financially, but I feel like you're grounded. You're kind of building yourself back up, and you're getting into this space where you are, you know, raising your vibration. And because of this, you're attracting a lot of abundance towards you. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And I think that this person sees that. They see your growth. They see your value. And they want to come in with an offer and an apology. But I feel like they have to come out of some sort of confusion first. They have to take off their rose-tinted glasses when it comes to some sort of parasitic symbiotic energy. They need to see. And Spirit says divine timing. So divine timing is tricky because it can either imply that something's still, you know, Spirit is still working out something, right, through different lessons, or that the timing is right for the present moment. But the way I read the present moment when I do general messages is today, or this week, this month, or this year, right? Because I can't give you a specific timeline. Can we clarify parasitic, symbiotic, and external party? Yeah, see, my life is not together as it seems. So this is implying that your person's still dealing with some sort of third-party situation. It doesn't mean that they're with this person. They could be. But it means that someone here they're tied to them through, because this could be a family member, it could be through finances or other material concerns. You could have, you know, financial obligations to this other person. But we have someone wants another chance to make things right or desire to do better. And then we have synergistic. This is your energetic match. So they're realizing your worth and value. They're seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles, which I read as my wifey card, like, you know, wifey material, right? Or I can have a stable relationship with you, male or female. That's that energy. So your person's confused. There's a lot of illusions. Sacred sexuality for me is the sacral chakra, and it's an energy of not being able to be emotionally vulnerable, intimate. There's the fear. See, I can't let you get close. I want to know why. Unexpected people, messages, events, situation. Truth. They don't want you to know the truth. They're afraid that you might find out something. What is that? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Reflection. Projections. So they're projecting fears onto you. Because when someone says, I couldn't let you get close, obviously there's a fear, right? There's a fear. I can't let you get close because I'm afraid that something unexpected could happen. Either you're going to find out the truth, reflection and projection. So either they're not seeing the truth, right, because of this sun energy being in reverse. Someone is, okay, what's this mirror? Show me a mirror. Yeah, see, clarity. See how Spirit is saying they need to see something clear? So the mirror is cracked. And that's so interesting how it's talking about I can't see where this place is because so I have to kind of show it to you so you can understand what I'm saying. So this is the image that hold on, let me pause and then so you guys. So this is the image. You see how it's all messed up, and at the top you can see the water, the trees, the Ferris wheel. So that's the vibe that I was talking about. Okay, so just so that it can make sense. So interesting. So it's like something's not clear because when you look at a mirror reflection, right, you see yourself, but they can't see something. They don't have clarity. It says space brings clarity. So the truth is they can't let you get close, or they can't let you get close yet until they have a tower moment. Until they break this mirror, something's being projected. Oh, please don't tell me this is spell work. Because I keep feeling like there's this way, seeing someone for who they really are. And remember how I said in the vision, I don't know, I thought it was me. But let's just say, and I don't know if that has anything to do with my vision. Because like I said, I saw the snake. And like I said, it doesn't have to be me. But it's just like this person, right? Looks, because I'm looking at my hands, I'm looking at my feet. And I'm like, okay. But then I see the black snake, but then I see the white horse. So it's almost so interesting. So I feel like for you, you look a particular way, but you don't see that. That's how you really look, right? And then I'm seeing that this person is seeing another person, but they're not seeing this person's the real who this person really is. And I'm just using this as symbolic. I'm not saying that because when we're talking about spell work, people could do spells shimmery to make themselves look attractive to another person through magic, and they can actually make someone look less attractive through magic. So I don't know, that's coming up very strongly, that because I'm seeing take off the rose tinted glasses. And I'm reading it for both people, because I see you, this is you, but you didn't see yourself this way. And they didn't see you this way either, because they were confused, because of these tinted glasses, and then I'm seeing this broken mirror. So if the glasses are rose tinted, things are skewed. Okay, so one thing, oh shit, look at this. So as I was about to talk about this card, my hand is doing this thing here where it's showing me chemistry and third party. And it's like someone has created some sort of spell work to make them see, I don't know if they're making you see yourself one way, to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you have low self-esteem, or at least that's what they tried to do. Or they tried to make this person see you in a very negative light. And Spirit is saying that this person's confused. They need to reject this shimmery. So look up the word shimmery. So that you can get an understanding of what that is. So someone has made themselves appear to be one way when they're not. Because I saw the black snake and then I saw the white horse. And I'm like evading thoughts, meaning that whatever these negative thoughts are, because the sun is letting me know with this duplicity. It's like, and it's this energy. Sometimes I read the sun card as the sun can blind you, right? All that glitter is in gold. Blinded by something that looks one way when it's not. But this is saying that someone is removing that veil. And they're realizing that, oh shit, someone did put spell work. Someone did spell work to make you, I don't know if they're making you feel less attractive. Because I feel like there's spell work, but it could be, okay. So for you, so outside of this connection, right? There's a connection between the two of you guys. I feel like someone has done spell work. And I don't know if it's this person's third party or if someone else did it to you. they did some sort of spell work to limit you. And I had, oh, there it is. Look, I was about to say, I saw it. I had it at the bottom of the deck, and I shuffled, and you guys saw me shuffled, right? Because I just got these new cards. It's still here. So they created these self-limiting beliefs within you. They made you have this skewed perception of yourself to make you feel like you're not good enough. Right? And this is what's happening with this person too. But I'm also seeing that someone had made someone feel like, I don't know if they did the spell work to make you appear less attractive. Either they made you feel this way, or they actually, you know, physically affected your attractiveness. Because I just had it. Let me see. Tell me about this toxicity. Unresolved wounds. Yeah. So, yeah, unresolved wounds, karmic patterns, and inheritances are affecting this situation. So there's unresolved wounds. Yeah. And this is wounds from previous losses, previous rejections. You know, it fragmented you. So you could have these skewed beliefs about yourself because of unresolved wounds. But then I'm also seeing karmic patterns. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's the cycle that's coming to an end. That's why divine timing is at play. And then we have true love. See, this is what Spirit is showing me. This person, right, outside of you, someone they're connecting to from a past life, there's a karmic pattern happening with them, a cycle that they keep repeating. And they're attached to this person, right? It's a toxic attachment. They at some point thought that this person was their true love. Because remember I said the twin flame card is coming out. It came out multiple times. And there's a need for someone to take off their rose-tinted glasses to see what true love really is, right? And then remember I said there's the betrayal. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It says, trust is part of your journey. Understanding that through this pain is teaching you and others to love at a higher capacity. What did we have? We had this person saying, I'm understanding this. I'm starting to understand this connection. I'm so attracted to you, and I couldn't let you get close to me. Is because somebody had put an attraction spell on them. Someone did some sort of spell work to get this person to be attracted to them, to see. So they're seeing this person like this. And Spirit is saying it could be an air sign. It could be an air sign. It doesn't have to be. But someone had made someone attracted to, because this is the challenge. Someone thinks that someone else is their, you know, everything. But the sun is in reverse, saying that that's an illusion. Because that's what the sun in reverse is. It's an illusion. They're confused. That's not their true love. And and Spirit is saying that they couldn't get close to you, beloved, because they were so attracted to something else toxic. And when I asked, they said, my life is not together as it seems. But they have this apology energy here. So they're understanding, right, that whoever they thought was the one isn't, because they're saying here, you're my energetic match. I want another chance to make things right with you, because they're taking off the rose-tinted glasses, or they will eventually, right? And Spirit is saying it's because this toxic energy is going to become stale, and they're going to learn their lesson of Saturn, because they're going to see the red flags. They're going to take off the rose-tinted glasses. They're going to come out of denial. They're going to see the truth. Beautiful. All right. So let's see what that future. So in the meantime, while they're going through that, while they're seeing the truth, you also have some sort of spell. And I don't know if you did this to yourself, because you know you could put spells on your own self through, you know, your words and your intent and all that, the thoughts you think. Someone has caused you to be rejected. Someone has caused you to have issues with falling in love, or because this is this energy here. You've experienced a lot of hardships in relationships or in one relationship. So someone's family member or a friend or an ex-lover did some sort of spell work to make your love life very complicated, full of obstacles, a lot of heartbreak. Because if you look here, you can see his heart chakra, but it's in reverse. So we see that the heart chakra has been wounded. Can I get a clarifier on that? Yeah, and then we have this forgiveness energy. Spirit says, there's a need for forgiveness. Or a person, oh God, past life soulmate, you have many lives together. I feel like there's someone that you've connected with in a previous lifetime, someone now in this particular lifetime that has come in with a lot of hostile energy towards you. Because the Seven of Wands is very hostile. It's about battles. And I feel like there's something that needs to be let go of, this hostility, in order for you to be able to move forward into a new beginning. I'm not sure if you're holding on to hostile resentment, or is this other person that is holding on to this hostility towards you. And it might not even be someone you know intimately. This could be someone, like I said, it could be their person, or it just could be someone that has past life memory, because we saw that nostalgia card of some sort of conflict that you had in the past with them. And it's like they are the antagonists in your life. They're always against you for whatever reason. They just hate you. Have you ever had someone that just hates you for no reason? Or have you ever just not liked somebody and you're just like, I don't know what it is about that person. I just can't stand them. I don't like them. I had an old boss that I don't know what it was about him. I couldn't stand him. Like, he would say hi to me and I would just walk by him like he didn't even exist. I hope he doesn't watch this video. I just didn't like him. And it was just, I don't know, like at first I didn't have an issue with him. It was just like every time he would do little things to me, it was just like it triggered something within me to make me feel like unsafe, stay away. You know, this person's not trustworthy. This person is danger. So I don't know if someone just had something against you, because it's so interesting, because it is a past life soulmate. It says you had many lives together, but there's a need for this liberation. There's a need for forgiveness. And I don't think this is like you need to forgive this person. I think it's about forgiveness of karma. Like, karma has to be forgiven. And see, I told you, I don't know who the fuck this is. External party structure. This person's attacking your foundation, your relationship. Or they're trying, hold on. Spirit, can I get another clarifier? Let me use this deck. Forming, structure, foundation. This is Emperor energy. This is about stability. It's a 4 energy for me. When I look at this card, I think about a 4. Stable, structure. But I feel like this is more like the shadow side of the 4, which would be a lack of structure. So we have Queen of Cups. There's 3 queens. We have Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins, and a Queen of Swords. And here's the Queen of Wands. Damn. So this would be Empress energy, but the problem is that's what this fragmenting energy is about. So if we think about all these 4 queens being in alignment, something is off, because we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups. There it is. Past life soulmate. Juggling. 2 of Pentacles, soul tie. A decision, crossroads, because we have these 2 twos, 2 and a 2 between a 6. These are periods of gestation. This is about something gestating. The Queen of Cups represents the emotions. The Queen of Wands is about action. It's about This could be anger. This could be resentment, bitterness. Someone could be jealous of you. Queen of Cups, because that's the Scorpio energy. So there could be someone jealous of you. The Queen of Wands, she's jealous, she's vindictive, she's controlling. Or this could be this could be that part of yourself that I said that you don't see yourself the way other people see you. You could be like lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem, not, hiding. But Spirit is saying Two of Swords, you're taking off in reverse, taking off your blindfold. And this could be someone doing magic too, the Queen of Wands in reverse, doing spell work. The Six of Cups is alluding to the past life soulmate, because it is past, it is the past, and it does represent soulmate energy. And the Two of Pentacles for me is a soul tie, because we do have, in order for you to have a new beginning, you need to be liberated, because this is what this says. Forgiveness is a liberating choice. The Two of Pentacles suggests that a choice needs to be made. Forgiving the past, forgiving. Tune into the subtle energy that you're receiving from this situation. Listen to the messages from your body. It says trust your gut and your intuition. Red flag. I feel like someone needs to take off their blindfold. We attract soulmates based on the lessons we need for growth. Deception. See, attract. Deception in sacred space. So this is the same thing that I'm talking about. Spirit is saying that a third party did something to you. They did some sort of attraction spell. See, it says set your intentions high. Know that you deserve to receive love, joy, and happiness. Deception, someone is not being honest, withholding information. And then we have time out, clear your energy. There's some sort of spell work. Clear your energy so you could see something, because the Two of Swords is about taking off your blindfold, seeing something about someone. So this could just be that this third party has created the stalemate energy, and has created the stalemate energy through spell work, either by getting this person not to see your worth and value, making this person see you completely different than what you are. And this doesn't need to be just physical, but they could have had this person making, seeing you in a bad light, like not being a trustworthy person. They could have had this person thinking that you were the one doing spell work. So it could be anything here. Two of Pentacles. I didn't expect this to go this way. Yeah, see? Union, memories, past. See? This is past life memories. If someone has, that's why I'm saying that past life keeps coming through. Someone has to release this past life. And this could even be a past person, but I'm feeling strong energy of past life too. I'm feeling like someone's holding on to some sort of resentment from a past life. I'm not going to lie. I'm also picking up that in a past life, your person cheated on you, or you cheated on a person. And there's someone that someone never forgave. I don't know if it's you or just the third party that did it, but it's almost like the reason for this toxic pattern is that this energy has to be cleared, is what Spirit keeps telling me. See, the outcome is that the cycle has to close. The cycle needs to be cleared through forgiveness. Like someone has to forgive the other person so that they can release this attachment. Because until this is forgiven, there cannot be a new beginning. See, because this person's not ready to open up. See, there's a rebirth that has to take place, but they have to release this facade in order for them to see it from a higher perspective. The facade is the confusion. So I don't know if they're not seeing you from the right perspective because of this past life soulmate, and it could be because of all this spell work. And then we have stability. Yeah, see, here's the air sign person. So there's definitely an air sign person. Someone is having to release. And they're staying with this person because it feels stable. And there's some sort of closed off energy or something's being blocked. That's so interesting. Let me look at this outcome. I'm going to have to dive deeper into... I don't even know if I'm going to do an extended. Because look, we have a past union. A nostalgia, Six of Cups. About the past, about suffering. Someone needs to forgive this suffering that they experienced in the past. They need to release it. You see, it says you had many lives with this person. So there's still some sort of resentment, or still this strong cord. And I don't know if it's you or this other person that's attached. Spirit is saying some of you guys have had some past life reading. You see, you've had a reading about this person. You had a reading, but whoever, oh shit, they had a reading done. Some of you guys, you had a dream, and someone found out that something was going to end, and through this reading or through this dream, and that's why they came in with this deceptive plan. Or this is what's going to get them to see past this deception. Because here's the clarity that Spirit is saying that's going to come in to make you see, or to make your person see. Epiphany, breakthrough, breaking free of the soul tie, breaking free of the attachment, right? Because the Two of Pentacles is a soul tie card. Seeing your worth and then change. Being freed from these repetitive wounds. Chiron energy, the ancestor guide. This is the soulmate. And some of you guys, you're inheriting karma because of the past. Ancestor guide is about something that was done in the past, and you've inherited it. Some of you guys, this is inherited karma. You're meant to change it. You're meant to transmute this energy. You're meant to, because this is about forgiveness of karma. For some of you guys, clarify, forgive. Yeah, see, freedom. So that you could be free, or they could be free. See, of these wounds. Liberation, so that new opportunities for love can come in. Until you clear this karma, or until this person sees the truth, the cycle, well, their Spirit is saying the cycle will eventually end, but it won't end until this epiphany takes place. Someone has to see the deception. Part of it is the way you see yourself. The way you see yourself. That's part of the deception. The deception is that, and you've been hurt by many soulmates, people in the past, by a particular person, right? A particular person that you call the twin flame. There's this pattern of being abused, neglected, rejected, and it has caused you to see yourself in a way. And Spirit says we attract soulmates based on the lessons we need for growth. And they're saying that this is the purpose is so that you can clear something, clear this energy. And Spirit is showing me that there's a completion, and that's what they're showing me in the future potential. Someone has to wake up, and we have messages twice. Someone is getting messages. See, some people through dreams, some people through, like I said, a psychic. Because I'm feeling like someone's getting readings done, or someone got a reading, and when they found out that this person was going to leave them, that's when they went in and created this deception. They made this person fall asleep. They got this person, they put this person under this spell so that they couldn't connect with you. So in the beginning, I talked about that black snake and the white horse. So you guys put in the comments what you think that was about. I went straight into the reading. Usually I'll go and do a little bit of research. Intuitively, you know, like I said, it felt like an invading thought. It felt like something was invading my thought, because I felt at peace. I felt happy. I felt like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to look like. This is how I'm supposed to feel. But the snake comes up. But then the white horse comes in, and I think the white horse was the savior. I don't know why I'm feeling that. It felt like being saved, right? Like something was going to mess up. Yeah, self-care. See, there's something happening with your energy. Let's look at this Wheel of Fortune. This is so interesting, you guys. Let's look at this Wheel of Fortune. And, you know, I show you guys my cards so that you guys can see what's being presented. You know, I shuffle on camera so that you guys can see the energies coming through. You know, Oops. Let me put this one into Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune now. Wheel of Fortune. Give me a clarifier. I can't make this shit up. No. What? What? Can y'all see? What? The control comes to an end. What? So whoever is doing the spell work, oh my God, Scorpio. Okay, so you're being attacked from different, and I'm not going to even go into the signs because I don't want to make this video more longer than what it is, because the signs are important. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. I have 4 different queens on the table. And the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands is showing up with the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Now, if you're a reader, you know, you could put your interpretation, but, you know, I'm really confident in what I'm seeing. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Clarify just the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Messages. The Sun and forming a solid foundation. Here's the transcendent energy, which means that there's an obstacle here. So something, and remember we saw the Sun already, but it was reversed. Clarify the Sun. This is about you. Yeah, there's the King of Pentacles. That's what I said. I told you that this structure is talking about a foundation, stability. You know, so the King of Pentacles is like something could never get off the ground. Something never could come together. Something wasn't stable. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. We have the pair. But see, he's in reverse. Because he has to find his strength to break free, because I feel like this is the shadow side of the 4, which is stagnation, stalemate. I feel like the 4 represents something grounded, it's solid, but when it's in reversed, the 4 for me represents something that is unstable. But what's interesting is we have Mercury in messages and communication. Then we have the Sun, and then the King of Pentacles. In reverse, in the Death card in reverse, there's that 4, 13. Ace of Swords, yeah. And here's another 4, see? Because I could feel the 4 energy, 4 of Wands. Someone needs to liberate themselves from a relationship. So what's the Queen of Cups? Knight of Wands. And the King of Cups. See, there's another 4, the Emperor, because I felt the Emperor energy was going to come out. So there's an emotional connection. But this person, there's a block between you and this person because of this Queen of Wands energy. And in order for this person to break free, he has to get into this Sun energy and this structure energy. He needs to be the Emperor. He needs to see with the Fool card, liberate himself to walk away from an unstable foundation or from somebody that's creating instability in his life. The King and the Queen of Cups is representing intuition, because I feel like the communication card has something to do with the intuition. Clarify communication. See, growth. Here we have a fire sign. We have summer, and we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, or the Queen of Wands here. So he's fickle. He's lacking the confidence to do what he wants to really do, to be with who he really wants to be with. He's staying in a relationship that's not stable. It feels stable to him because on paper or based off of his skewed perception, it's giving him either the status or making him feel more, it's like the facade is that he needs this to make him feel good enough. And he's needing empowerment to free himself from this deception. And we have a fire energy. I'm saying him, but it could be a her. I have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah, see? Two of Cups and a Page of Swords. Hermit. Someone has to have this epiphany about this Two of Cups. And what's the epiphany? With the Hermit in reverse, somebody has to see the truth about, and it could be about an air sign, and the universe and the spirit guides are saying, we're coming in to help them come out their comfort zone. See? We're coming in to help this person see the truth. This is karma. The scales have to be balanced. So whatever happened in the past, the spirit is trying to correct this. Or they're helping this person to correct what they did in the past. So whatever they are dealing with right now is because of karma. Whoever they're with now, it's because they have some sort of contract. And that contract is not going to be, they're not going to be able to free themselves until they fulfill the contract. Yeah, we have an ending of something long term. And yeah, see, Justice, I'm telling you. And then the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, they're trapped. Not even just by their own self-limiting beliefs, but there's some sort of karma here that has to be fulfilled, some sort of lesson that has to be learned. But then I also see that the universe is coming in to remove this tie. So if someone was trying to bind this person through spell work, the universe is intervening with that. Yeah, see, the universe will intervene with the spell work. Because I just got the regret card, and this facade card was showing up on the side, but I pushed it in. But there's some sort of regret over past behavior. Yeah, see, there's the shimmery again. There's that, all that glitter isn't gold. This person's going to regret because they went towards someone because they felt like this other person was it for them. But that's because that other person puts a spell on them. Excuse me. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to end it there. So there is going to be an ending to this cycle. And it's like a lot of people involved. I don't want to go into these different people, but I will say this, that whoever is doing the spell work, they're going to be dealt with. They're going to get karma for it. And I feel like there's different energies. And I'm not saying that every single card represents a different person. I'm just saying this person, whatever they're meant to learn through this experience, or whatever you're meant to learn, is going to lead you to some sort of new experience where all that pain, the backstabbing, the hurt, the heartbreak, that's coming to an end for you, right? Because if you're watching, this would be your message. It's all coming to an end for you, because the Wheel of Fortune is your outcome energy of, you know, what ends. And Spirit says what ends is this control. Someone will not be under someone's control anymore. So Spirit says trust. I need to trust in a divine plan despite what's going on the external, and they're wanting you to know that there will be a return of a past soulmate. And it could be anyone. It doesn't have to be someone you've dealt with in this life, but it could be someone from a past life. And you'll either have a new phase in love with someone, if it is a return of someone from your past, or this is you having a completely new beginning with someone new, right? But this would be someone that you've had a past life with, okay? So those are your messages. This is super long, but let me know what you got. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.